Ludwig van Beethoven remains one of the most monumental figures in the history of music, a composer whose name echoes far beyond the concert hall. Yet the popular image of a solitary, tormented genius only tells part of the story. His journey was one of relentless artistic evolution, deeply intertwined with the social currents, personal relationships, and technological changes of his time. By examining key works from his catalogue, we can trace the arc of a life dedicated to expanding the very language of sound, moving from a talented young man pleasing patrons to a visionary who composed for the ages. Born in Bonn in 1770, Beethoven emerged from a difficult family environment, his early musical prowess nurtured and exploited by an ambitious father. His relocation to Vienna in 1792 proved decisive. There, under the guidance of Haydn and others, he honed his craft amidst a vibrant cultural scene. Success was not instantaneous. His early path involved careful navigation of aristocratic patronage, where dedications and performances tailored to benefactors' tastes were essential. An early triumph like the Septet, Op. 20, showcased his ability to work within popular, accessible styles, earning him widespread acclaim and the crucial attention of publishers. Far from being a recluse, Beethoven thrived within a network of collaborators and friends. Works like the Kreutzer Violin Sonata were born from these artistic partnerships, composed with specific virtuoso performers in mind. These relationships fueled his creativity, pushing him to write increasingly demanding and innovative music. However, his ambitions soon began to strain conventional expectations. The Third Symphony, Eroica, stands as a landmark of defiance. Its unprecedented scale, harmonic daring, and rhythmic complexity broke the mold of the classical symphony, reflecting the revolutionary spirit of the Napoleonic era. While some audiences and critics were bewildered, it cemented his reputation as a composer of formidable and original power. This artistic courage coincided with profound personal crisis, the onset of his deafness. The struggle is movingly documented in his Heiligenstadt Testament, a letter to his brothers expressing despair and thoughts of suicide. Yet, from this abyss, his music attained new profundity. The Razumovsky string quartets, for instance, display a condensed, intense logic that looks inward, transforming personal suffering into universal statement. His relationships with women, often idealized and unrequited, further colored his emotional world, finding sublimated expression in works like the immortal Moonlight Sonata. A banner year like 1812 saw the completion of his 7th and 8th symphonies, works of tremendous vitality and humor, proving his creative spirit could not be silenced. He was also a practical composer, keenly aware of the instruments of his time. The evolution of the piano, growing louder and more robust, directly influenced the dramatic, percussive character of his later sonatas. He was not composing in an abstract vacuum but in dialogue with the technology of his era, stretching its possibilities to the limit. In his final period, Beethoven achieved a sublime synthesis. The Ninth Symphony stands as a grand, humanistic finale, culminating in the choral Ode to Joy, a vision of universal brotherhood. His late string quartets, meanwhile, ventured into realms of intimate, spiritual exploration that still sound modern today. He passed away in 1827 during a violent storm, a fittingly dramatic end for a force of nature who had forever changed the landscape of music. His legacy is that of a liberator, who transformed composition from a craft of elegant service into a vehicle for profound personal expression and philosophical inquiry, setting the stage for all the romantic and modern music that would follow.